And welcome back. We had a technical difficulty this morning that we finally got worked out. Sorry about that. Just kind of happened there. Couldn't prevent it. As we begin a new day, and of course we got to hear the preacher a moment ago. That's the good news. All of that still worked. We're moving up on the top of the hour. One of the biggest things that happened yesterday in the news headline is the death of Charlie Kirk. What a sad day that was, an assassination of someone who just spoke, a speaker. What does that do to the rest of our nation? What do we do moving forward? That is a good question. We will see what happens over the next few weeks. One of the most, as I look at this, I go to what people have put out. Do you know the actor James Woods? He posted this on his Instagram account there. And also he put it on Twitter there. This is what they hate, the family. We don't know who the shooter is, who it was at this point. This is one of his quotes there that he put out. All death can do to the believer is deliver him to Jesus. What a strong statement that is. That came from Charlie himself. And I ran up on this from the First Lady. It touched me. It was simple, but said so much. Charlie's children will be raised with stories instead of memories, photographs instead of laughter, and silence where their father's voice should have echoed. Charlie Kirk's life should serve as a symbolic reminder that compassionate awareness elevates the family in love. The First Lady of the United States. That said a lot. We'll talk a little bit more this morning as we get the morning show going of what all happened yesterday in Utah. I didn't realize until this morning that the president had given a speech from the Oval Office on it. I did not realize that yesterday. Who was this that did this? The baseball team. I want to say it was New York. Is that right? Had a moment of silence there. The New York Yankees did. They took a moment of silence for him last night as it all began the game. Let's see here. Prince Charles, King Charles and Prince Harry met yesterday. The two of those met. I almost threw in a different one there. Harry and Charles met. We don't know what they talked about. It was about 55 minutes over tea. I guess they're trying to work out their differences.
Can I get back in, Dad?
He's wanting to get back in. And again, one day, that boy may learn the hard effect of a woman that turns him against his family, then she leaves him. That's what we're afraid will happen. We'll see. They have, no, she hadn't, but I figure one day that will. She's got what she's wanted. She's rich now. As we look at this, the guy that attempted assassination on Trump, they have now found a jury. They've got that. Things should get underway soon. That was completed yesterday. Do you remember the guy that refused to give the driver's license and information to the police officer in Florida? They acquitted the police officer, found him not guilty of anything. The guy now is going to sue the city. He has 1 year to do that in, so he's hurrying along and going to sue the city over that incident. I just don't see how. We have a mother. This is not her first time at drinking and driving. She killed 2 students leaving school. They were headed down to the store after school. She'd been drinking and ran into the Jeep that they were in. Killed 2 students. That was in Wisconsin is where that happened. 2 people lost their lives for no reason. What really happens, I've always been a big believer of this, of when you are a figure within the church, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, you're held to a higher standard. I remember sometime back in Meridian where Brother Danny made a statement, held deacons a little bit higher, and a lot of people got mad. Some left. But I truly believe that if you're a deacon in the church, or if you're a pastor, preacher, however you want to word that, you are held at a higher standard than the common guy in the church. We have a mega church. And the way the headline reads is leaders of the Mexican mega church are indicted on sex trafficking charges. Oh, they had the whole 9 yards going through the church, filtering it through there. That just is wrong beyond wrong, in my opinion, and one day someone will pay. It may not be on this earth, but you will be held to that higher calling, I think, one day, and held accountable for all. The New York Fire Department will honor 39 members of their crew that were killed on 9/11 today. 39 from one division. That is a lot. We lost so many people, didn't we? Hong Kong has rejected a bill recognizing same-sex partnership in Hong Kong. Not going to happen there, they say. Last but least, we'll make this a little bit shorter since we got a late start on everything today. And again, it goes back, and I thoroughly believe this, and I think most people stick with me on this. When you're a police officer, you also are held to a higher standard than the average Joe. Believe that with all my heart, which means you shouldn't drink and drive, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't rob, you shouldn't. In Houston, a law enforcement officer is charged with forgery at the luxury mall. Shame, shame. Again, you're held to a higher standard because of the job that you do. Same as doctors. You are held to a higher standard than anyone else. Much higher than a nurse. There's a reason for that, because you're in charge. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning to save the day. We can keep you comfortable with special savings for your home, like up to $3,000 off new HVAC, $69. Keep the power on with a generator. Get $200 off installs and 0% financing for 60 months. We do it all at Heblon Heating and Air Conditioning and offer financing options for any repair or installation. Call for a free quote or visit us online at HeblonHeatingandCooling.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Welcome back. As we get into our forecast this morning, let's get this going here. We can learn a few things together about the weather today. I hope your morning is going well. We got a nice, cool 63 outside as we wait for that high of 92 later today. Let's get into that forecast of our record highs and record lows as we go back to 1980. Anybody remember that? It was 103 today. We see that 1902 was 50 is what the record was set. As we look at the forecast for today across Thursday in Alabama, we'll see that 91 should be it in Demopolis, 90 in Birmingham, 88 over in Auburn, Alabama. We'll even see 87 in Troy. A little bit cooler in that area there. Meridian hanging kind of the coolest in the state this morning at 63. As we see here, North Mississippi getting warmer. We're seeing 69-degree weather up there already this morning as we come across. Our forecast for the next 7 days, what does it call for? 91 today, 67 for a low tonight. And look at this, no chances of rain all the way through next Wednesday, 0. Which means don't burn is what that stands for. Leave it alone. We've got a high of 92 to end the week on Friday, and it'll remain that way mostly over the weekend. 92, 93, nighttime lows about 65 is what we're expecting. Had a light go out. And we should see 95 on Monday, 96 on Tuesday is what we're expecting there. By Wednesday, we're still at 94. As we come across to take a look at what's going on for the temps through the 25th, we'll see 90-degree weather for the most part, and maybe we'll dip back down into the 80s when it comes to about the 25th is what we're expecting. We'll see. Okay, you can turn that back around and went to working. Everything has ghosties this morning, Odie. Everything's turning off on its own. As we look at our fishing forecast for today, we'll see that our major times to fish today are going to be this 3 o'clock this afternoon, about 3:15 until about 5:15. Perfect weather for that. Now, you've got a time around 10:30 to 11:30 in midday fishing. Not bad at all. Sunrise happened at 6:36. Sunset will only make it to 7:05 this morning. Now, the wind's going to be calm, becoming 5 around this afternoon. Let's go to radar this morning and take a look at what we have showing up on radar. If I can figure out where that button is, maybe it won't run off on me. as we pull up Doc's Toyota radar this morning. State of Mississippi is all clear. We do see we've got some fog out in Dallas, San Antonio, Galveston. They've got some fog advisories, and even up through Chattanooga, Knoxville, those areas around Bowling Green, a lot of fog this morning. It's a rarity that those places just don't have it every morning, isn't it? It is. A little bit of rain out in the Gulf there, southwest of Fort Myers, there around Tampa, those areas there, but nothing in the state of Mississippi whatsoever. Should be a great day for us. And we're just about 5 minutes away from starting the morning show. I do hope you'll join us for all that. We're going to do a recap of what all has gone on over the last 24 hours. Some good things, some bad things. We'll share it all together. I hope you'll join us for that. And again, I want to apologize for the delay this morning of whatever happened with gremlins, ghosties. I don't know what it was up in the system. Always seems to grab you every once in a while. We'll be right back. Join us, won't you? We're going live at 7 for your local headlines. All that's coming up at the top of the hour.